To another he said, "Follow me." But he said, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." But Jesus said to him, "Let the dead bury their own dead. But as for you, go and proclaim the kingdom of God." Good morning. Welcome to a short biblical reflection on the reading from the Gospel according to Luke chapter 9, verses 51 up to 62. It is the reading for the 13th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year C. This reading has two separate units. The first small piece is the introduction to the second big part of the Gospel according to Luke, when Jesus begins his journey towards Jerusalem. He's minded to go there to sacrifice himself. And there is certain similarity now between this introduction and the introduction to the entire Gospel, when Jesus goes to Nazareth and is not received by his own. At that time, Jesus is alone and leaves Nazareth to go and to proclaim the gospel. While here, Jesus is already accompanied by the disciples, and now they are the people from a Samaritan village. So in other words, at the beginning of the gospel, we have own people of Jesus who do not receive him. Now here they are the foreigners, or looking from the Jewish perspective, we could say that they are even the heretics, those who do not believe and practice the religion properly, they do not receive him. That lack of acceptance of Jesus becomes beneficial for others, because Jesus moves on and goes to different places, and therefore others have chance to receive his message and eventually to follow him. And in fact, then we have the three situations describes. The first one and the third one, they are people themselves who address Jesus, expressing their willingness to follow him, while in the central one, Jesus himself calls somebody, "Follow me." The stress in all this situation is on the importance of Jesus, as it is spelled out in the central situation when Jesus says, "As for you, go and proclaim the kingdom of God." So now Jesus gives the answers to all these people who are not so ready, which make some excuses, addresses them in very enigmatic way. In the first situation, foxes, we can link to Herod, because in fact in the same gospel the word fox appears yet once, and it is addressed to Herod. So therefore in mind could be Herod and the other ruling people here. While the birds of the air are also appearing in negative sense in the parable of the sower, because they eat up the seeds that are sown. And here also they are pictured rather in negative sense, as in comparison to Son of Man. When it comes to this religious practice of burying the dead, here we should rather not intend it so literally, but figuratively, in the sense that here there is opposition between the death, spiritual death of those who do not receive Jesus, and the spiritual life given by Jesus. In fact, in chapter 7, when John the Baptist sends the messengers asking Jesus about his identity, if he is the Messiah that should come, then Jesus answers them stating that they should report what they see. The blind receive the sight, the lame walk, lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised up. Jesus is giving the life, the spiritual life. He's offering himself in order to give us life for those who receive him, for those who follow him. I would like to wish you a nice day, a nice reflection on this gospel.